Today's strong modern women have come a long way, from phases in history where a woman's intelligence, beauty, and strength are undermined and unrecognized. Women from all walks of life have stood up, voiced out their views, and proven their worth. One such woman happens to be a passionate Rotarian, on top of her many groundbreaking roles as a career woman, wife, mother, daughter, and beauty queen. It's a wonder how she manages to hit bullseye every time and achieve success in every single shot she dares to take. And like an adventurer in quest of rare treasures and discoveries, her ever hardworking, resilient attitude about everything is her key to unlocking the doors of life's blessings, which she generously shares to everyone she meets. This woman is none other than Erilene Tumali, President of the Rotary Club of Roses, Quezon City for the year 2011-2012. A strong, invincible woman who without a doubt is a class of her own.
You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger, you gotta be cool.
Born Erilene Antonio Noche on January 20, 1971, to parents Carlito and Lucena, Erin grew up in San Mateo, Rizal, a proud town girl who is the second to the eldest of 6 siblings, brothers Eric and Edwin, and equally lovely sisters Mayen, Monette, and Grace. She is endearingly called Lynn and Erin, who grew up in a humble home. As a child, Erin already showed signs of unrelenting courage and great compassion for others, primarily for children. At the age of 7, due to lack of resources, her parents were about to give her second to the youngest brother to their relatives for caretaking. Erin stopped her parents from doing so and was the one who took care of him, even taking a break from school just to do it. Undaunted by life's challenges, Erin finished her elementary at Roosevelt School in San Mateo, Rizal, graduating in 1984, and at Doña Aurora High School, San Mateo, in 1988. She was a full-time scholar from high school to college, sponsored by the Japanese Filipino Priests Association. Erin attended St. Joseph College and took up accounting at her parents' advice. But the dreamer and fearless fighter that she is, she shifted to management without her parents' knowledge at first, as she knew this was what she needed to do to pursue her lifelong career of becoming a top banker. And she was right. After graduating in college in 1991, Erin began her stellar journey to the top. Erin is proud to be an independent woman whose climb to the top was from the ground up. Right after college, Erin landed a job at the San Mateo Rural Bank as a fighting clerk. After 3 years, she then applied at Builders Bank, where she became a cashier and teller for a year. Next was her stint at Export Bank as junior cashier. Afterwards, she got offered a job at Philippine Business Bank to be its branch operations officer. After 3 years there, and then 2 more at Banco San Juan with the same position, things began to take shape as Malayan Bank opened its doors to her.
Hey, big spender, spend a little
In 2005, Erin became Malayan Bank Pasig's branch manager. Her thorough style at work in acquiring new business has made her senior manager after only 1 year. Finally, in 2007, only 2 years into her employment, she was promoted as Assistant Vice President, a position she holds with much esteem and accolades up to this day. She has been the bank's asset since she began, consistently topping in deposit, loan and other income figures, and always meeting her 10 million peso goal per month without fail. Besides being a career woman, Erin is also passionate about her role as a wife to husband Midel, and more so, her role as mother to her one and only son, Christian Emmanuel. Erin makes sure she prioritizes her family above everything, going out of her way to spend quality time with them here and overseas. Erin learns Spanish or firing lessons together with her son as their bonding moments, or listens to him share his joys and struggles. There was even one time where she canceled the business flight to comfort her son, whom she knew then was sad and needed comfort. Erin's son Christian, turning 13 this September, is for her life's greatest blessing and the reason for everything she has worked hard for. In raising her son, she has always been guided by this inspiring quote: 100 years from now, it will not matter what my bank account was, what sort of house I lived in, or the kind of car I drove. But the world may be different because I was important in the life of my child. As a daughter, Erin made sure she honored her parents every way she could and gave back to them the love and care they have shown her. Being the eldest daughter, she assumed the role of provider, giver, counselor, and inspiration to her immediate family. She also considered it her life's mission to make life more comfortable for them. And by God's grace and provision, her hard work as a banker has enabled her to do so. One of her most recent displays of love to her parents was when she organized a surprise dinner party for her mother's 60th birthday. No words could express the joy of her mother and everyone who attended, and Erin can only thank the Lord for blessing her with such a privilege.
Her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day.
A recent addition to Erin's numerous achievements is her being handpicked by unanimous decision to be Mrs. Philippines 2011 just last May for her looks, achievement, and talents. She is now also the country's representative to the upcoming Mrs. Universe pageant in Bulgaria this coming August. And while she considers it an opportunity out of the blue, as her friend, pageant trainer and director Garrett Blanco has brought up the idea and pushed her to join. Erin thinks it's a win-win situation to be competing for the prestigious world title, for not only will she be able to stand up for the competition's advocacy in fighting violence against women and children, she will also represent Filipino culture and beauty, and while still claiming the title Mrs. Universe Philippines, and keeping her career as a most sought-after banker. Indeed, she could not be more blessed.
Listen to the song here in
Much like Erin's skyrocketing career, her ascent to Rotarian leadership was swift and eventful. Her journey began with the Rotary Club of Roses. Erin was first invited to the Rotary by then RC Roses President Henry Baniqued in his induction ceremonies in 2006. Since then, Erin had already been impressed at how much the club has helped others and acted on her interest to join. From then on, she actively participated in the club's community programs, of which she most feels fulfilled when being able to help children through projects such as mass baptism, the club's tie-up project with DSWD. In 2010, Erin became club secretary, and in only a year's time became the club's president nominee. But as the president-elect suddenly backed out, Erin found herself with the immediate duty to step forward as president-elect.
There's a hero if you look inside your heart.
Erin made sure she became all geared up for the job ahead by attending all the needed president-elect training seminars, or PETS, and got to know the other club's presidents and became actively in fellowship with them. Soon, Rotary became a way of life for Erin, and she said she has never experienced this much blessing in her life. For Erin, Rotary is not about glamour or prestige, but about charity. This is why one of her thrusts for her term would be to continue the DSWD tie-up charity work projects, which were in fact already in place since 1998. Today, 17 years after its charter as the daughter club of RC Kamuning West, the Rotary Club of Roses, presently mostly made up of fellow empowered women, is all set to do more charity work fueled by the credo, service above self, under the woman-empowered leadership of President Erilene Tumali.
If I could reach higher, just for one moment touch the sky.
Even before formally starting her presidency, Erin already chose to contribute a milestone project to the Rotary, the making of a coffee table book that commemorates the silver anniversary of Rotary International District 3780, which also chronicles the inspiring true stories of service of the different clubs in the district. This milestone of a book is entitled Embrace, the Heart of Service. Erin, who considers her being part of the book team led by veteran author and RC Cubao West President Milandro Velasco, upon the higher leadership of District Governor Jess Cifra as Divine Providence, sees the book as a befitting documentation of the milestone projects and touching tales of lives changed by District 3780's ever-willing and able clubs and their leaders. Embrace is set to launch on August 11, 2011, with former President Fidel V. Ramos as principal guest at the Manila Hotel, and is wholeheartedly dedicated by District Governor Jess Cifra, RCCW President Mel Velasco, and RC Roses President Erilene Tumali to District 3780 and the entire Rotary organization.
What a journey it has been.
With Erin's already long list of achievements early on in the Rotary, it is only fitting that others often call her a rare treasure of Rotary, a prized possession of the Rotary Club of Roses and District 3780. Erin is one woman who continuously seeks to serve, inspire, to give, and to uplift. Like many of today's strong women and ambassadors of goodwill to other nations, the precious gem that she is would no doubt continue to shine, exuding strength and resilience. Her name is Erin Noche Tumali, President of the Rotary Club of Roses for the year 2011-2012. Strong, invincible woman.